Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the Fast and Furious Presents film, Hobbs and Shaw. Before we begin today's video, I'd just like to announce that I am holding a giveaway for a free 4K digital copy of Avengers Endgame. To celebrate my 1-year anniversary as a YouTuber, in order to qualify, you need to be subscribed to the channel, and please comment with hashtag MovieGuy365 in this video or any video up until August 14th, 2019, and I will announce the winner on August 15th. Okay, so let's begin things here. If you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. You can also find me over Twitter and Instagram at MovieGuy365, and you can find me weekly over the Disney Magic Hour podcast. I will leave the link in the description. All right, so Hobbs and Shaw, the Fast and Furious Presents spin-off movie, takes place after the Fate of the Furious, which is the 8th movie in the franchise, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Jason Statham. So, I'm a big fan of the series. I'm a big fan of the franchise. They're dumb fun. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about cars. It's all about action. It's just, you know, family, that kind of thing. And, you know, there was also some public heated things going on behind the scenes in the last couple films. So Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson decides to spin off his own character. And I know they were talking about doing a spin-off for years. So we finally got one. And overall, I'm going to say I really enjoyed the film. It's definitely action heavy. It has like a great director, David Leitch. I think he does some great action stuff. And there's some familiar David Leitch faces in some of his films in this movie that aren't necessarily advertised. They're basically glorified cameos. I'm not going to spoil those here. I really enjoyed the movie. It's fun. It's a lot. It's just dumb action. It does stray a bit far out of what we're familiar with as far as the regular Fast and Furious franchise. But that's what a spin-off is. It's not supposed to be a carbon copy of what's come before. It exists in the same world. But it does venture a little bit towards the sci-fi category, and of course, you know, there's a little bit of a different style. It takes some getting used to at the beginning, but all the characters are the same. There isn't any kind of drastic alterations to their personalities or everything. As far as continuity from the films, as I mentioned, it takes place after the 8th film, and overall it adheres to that continuity. Although I will say there is a bit of a continuity question. I'm not going to call it an error, but a continuity question that occurs towards the end of the film. I don't know if they're going to address that in a future movie or not, but a couple things don't add up, and well, you know, we'll see. Maybe there's a response from the director about that kind of thing or something to that effect. Overall, I really did, you know, it's a lot of fun. There's shades of Michael Bay in this film, and to a point where there's a little bit of an homage. It felt like, you know, a couple slow motion shots, a blade of a helicopter that was just like going really slow. So there were a couple of those things, and I think David Leitch is a capable enough director that I don't think he necessarily was intending that. But I think he's better than that in certain ways. The movie moves at a good pace, but I will say this is definitely one of those that if you've seen all of the trailers, a good portion of this movie is already laid out for you. There wasn't any real surprises or anything to that effect, and I think they show too much, honestly. I hate when trailers do that, and then when you go into the movie, it's like, oh, they showed all the best parts, and it kind of feels that they did that with this film. Overall, you know, if you are a fan, I think you're going to find a lot to enjoy here. There is some good interaction. The cast is good. I think the story was okay. It's not really anything that's going to, you know, be like, oh well, I hope they resolve this in the next movie, that kind of thing. Like I said, it veers a little bit towards science fiction territory, a bit too much for the Fast and Furious films. But we'll see. You know, who knows what the future holds. There are also some post-credit scenes. In my opinion, not really sticking around for. I would say go to the first part of the credits until they get to the regular shots of, you know, the scrolling credits. The last scene I don't feel was really worth, you know, it's almost like a punchline of a joke to what occurred earlier in the movie, and to me, I don't know, it wasn't really worth sticking around for. But if you want to, there is something there for you if you enjoy that. Overall, I'm going to give Hobbs and Shaw a good 7.5 out of 10. I had a good time. I think it's worth revisiting down the line when it hits 4K. I'm anxious to check it out in that format because the theater I go to, quite, you know, frankly, stinks. And I couldn't help but notice how dark the film seemed. And even for that theater, it just seemed too dark. And I know Universal kind of, with their mastering on film, sometimes they lean a little towards on the dark side sometimes. But it was extra noticeable for me in this theater. But I want to check it out on 4K and of course do a review for that. Okay, let me know in the comments below if you had a chance to check out Hobbs and Shaw. Let me know, and in the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.